Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and this is Monday Morning Musings. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope this finds you well and you had a nice weekend. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please remember to subscribe by clicking on the link so you can find out whenever I post my video, which is often on Monday. It's supposed to be on Monday. Sometimes forget and do it on Tuesday, but that's pretty much always Monday. I wanted to talk about what happened last week because, if you are, unless you're living under a rock, you know that the capital of the United States in Washington, D.C., the Capitol building was stormed last week by insurrectionists. No way to call them. Riled up by the President of the United States, they stormed the Capitol. Mostly white. I think there was a set of teeth between them. But that's not what I want to talk about. Because, there was no real surprise there that actually happened. Has anybody actually listened to the president for the past 4 years? This is what it was all leading to. Doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is the police response. And as I was sitting there watching this on Wednesday, I kept getting more and more angry as I watched a police response that looked like they were protecting a carnival, because they were not trying to stop. They were not getting violent. There was no tear gas. There were no rubber projectiles. In comparison to the protesters from 2020, specifically around Black Lives Matter, around the death of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, where not just in Washington, but across the United States, around the world, we saw protesters met with violence because the majority of them were black. And there is no world, the president-elect said this, there is no world in which you can convince me that that didn't actually happen. That somehow the protesters from Black Lives Matter were more violent or were more scary. There was just a huge amount of bias and racism going on. But because the majority of insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol building last week were white, the police didn't react the same way. And as I watched this, I got more and more angry. And I'm still angry. I can feel that anger in my bones. Because we were dealing with a group of white protesters. We didn't need to have riot gear. We didn't need to call in SWAT. It is just another example of systemic racism in our society. And it needs to end. Chief of Police for the Capitol Police has resigned. Good. He should. There should be a whole lot of resignations. And there should be a whole lot of police services taking a look at this and saying, maybe a double standard. Maybe we shouldn't react that way. Horrible. Take a look at the videos. I'll post a link down below. That's it. I gotta stop talking. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you spending a little time with me. Remember to like the video and share it on your social media platform so you can let all your friends know what a rant I can... remember to connect with me on social media. I am at DiversityDudeMB. And if you haven't already done so, pick up my best-selling book, Birds of All Feathers, Doing Diversity and Inclusion Right, available wherever you buy books, as long as they're selling mine. Or you can go to michaelbach.com and click on the books and find out where you can get your copy. That's it. Have a fantastic week. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings.